So it's Sunday, the day after the fleece auction closed, and I'm out here on the pasture with the sheep, just getting a little bit of a break from all the processing work that now goes into getting all the fleeces packed and shipped and everything. So I just wanted to thank everybody that participated in the fleece auction. I was really happy with the outcome and was happy to see, people able to secure the fleeces that they wanted. I'm sorry about the ones that didn't get the fleeces they wanted. I know that is a disappointment. I do think, though, I've gotten a lot of feedback that this year's method of offering fleeces with a lot more time for you to do research and stuff was a better way to do it. So that's good. I'm glad that people appreciated the opportunity to, study and research and filter and make sure they picked the right fleece for what they wanted to do with it. So I'm going to show you some footage of the sheep out here, and maybe some of them are the ones that donated your fleeces. Spend some time out on the pasture because this is where they're spending the majority of their time now, not a whole lot of barn time here in the summer. And I do want to say one thing about the fleece auction, and that is just please make sure, if you get the fleece and you have any concerns or questions about whether it's suitable for what you want to use it for, just wash a small portion and test it, check it, make sure it's what you want. Because I will be more than happy to take back any unprocessed, unwashed, unspun fiber from our fleeces. I'll take it back happily. Because I totally get it. I know I've had a couple people that have tried our fleeces and just struggled with processing them. So I wanted to make sure I said that. And there were a few fleeces that didn't sell. My plan there is I'm going to select a few of them that I'm going to break down into 1 ounce packets, and I use those for people to try and sample the wool from our sheep in the raw form. And that's a real popular type of product that people like to get. So I'm going to do that with a few of them, and then the balance of them I will relist them. So they will not be in an auction format. I'm just going to put them up on the site. I'll send out an email notifying everybody of the day and the time. We'll give you a couple days notice. I'll go ahead and make them active so that they can be purchased outright. So I think that they're still up there now, so you can still go up and look at them and see if there's any that you want. Just be aware when I put them up there, the last time I did this and put fleeces up, they went extremely fast. So within the hour, I'm predicting that these fleeces will be sold. Make sure when you subscribe to my newsletter that you go into your email account that you provided on the subscription and set it up so that an email from my account, make sure that is set up on your account so it doesn't kick it into the spam folder or trash or something. Because I have had people say they didn't get the notifications, and it turns out that they aren't set up to accept emails from my website. So make sure that you take care of that as well. Because I would hate to have sent the email out notifying people of the sale and then not getting the notification because of some glitch in our email accounts. I think that's all I want to say. I'm going to have a short YouTube video this week. I just have a lot to do, as you can imagine. And so I hope you enjoyed this footage of the sheep on the pasture and getting to see some of the lambs as they grow and all these beautiful, beautiful woolly sheep. This is Mrs. Hughes, and that's her ewe lamb. And one of these brown ones is her Morit ram. a nice sunny day. It's not super hot quite just yet. She looks like she needs to cool down a little. That's a favia. White ewes are 2 ram lambs. I think this is Adelina and her fawn cat nugget ewe. This is Sojourner and his her flashy ram. Sorry. Stalks of grass are taller than you, aren't they, fella? It's Viola. Once I get all the dust settles here, I'm going to get that wool off of her. It's Elizabeth and her little lamb, her ewe. Oh boy. This Elizabeth's lamb touching noses with a ram from last year. some of the yearling ewes. Adriana is the brown one. And then the one closest here, I believe, is either, well, one of two. It's going to be either Juliet or Rosalind. I think it's Juliet. And then Luciana is the black and white spotted lamb. Or ewe, I mean. She's not a lamb anymore. Good morning, Adriana. You having a nice day? I hope so. Oh no, that's Juliet right there. She's really dark, really pretty dark face. This is Falstaff. Looking very grown up, aren't ya? Thank you for burping. So normally I don't like to share fence line rams and ewes, but the ewes are only going to be on this pasture for a couple more days. At this point, there's no risk of them breeding anybody, because nobody's in heat. But it gets the rams amped up. It gets them kind of sometimes fighting and stuff, so. We'll be moving pretty soon. I like those buttercups, huh? You guys did. This is Lakshmi's ram. The gray cat nugget there. Get closer. There's Lakshmi. I think this is Sif's ram, but I'm not 100% sure. You're far away from Mom if you're... Yep, it's definitely a ram. And there you can see his little umbilical sticking still. He's got the cool tips on his ears. And here we've got Carrie. Right, hon? And our little teeny weeny baby who's getting so big. She's doing really good, isn't she? Sorry about the baby talk. So we were monitoring Carrie. Her lamb is so little, wasn't empty in the udder, and so Carrie was having udder issues, but she's fine now. It's nice and soft. Her lamb is 8 pounds. Well, that's what she weighed the last time I weighed her a couple days ago. So we decided to let her come out on the pasture with everybody. This is Amelia. She's a Moret. She was one of the last lambs from last year. And I rooed just enough from under the coat for the fleece auction, but I need to finish her too. She did not like being in the stand. But you're gonna have to learn. There's quite a bit of good wool there I didn't harvest. Just because of how unhappy she was in the stand. Right? This is Ty. Where your little Moret ewe is. She's not friendly. There's Ilara. Beauty. I think this might be her little girl. She's got a ewe and a ram. It's white. There's one of my yearlings behind her. Can't say until I get an ear tag. I'll figure it out once I go back in. Somebody that was sheared. Diane. This is Alice Paul's little sweet girl, aren't ya? This marking is called smerslet, and I'm trying to remember in the description for the marking it just says white on the face, but usually it's this bar. We call it a blaze in horses, and that's called smerslet. So she will be registered as a black smerslet ewe, and I don't remember. Nope, her feet are all black. Sometimes if they have the white feet, you can also register them as socket, which means they've got white feet. Oh, you are a lovey, aren't you? There's Sif in the foreground and Perdita in the back. A little bit of a broken record, but Perdita is going to need to get rude. Finished off anyway, right, hon? Really pretty dark fleece. I spun her. I put her fleece right directly on the carder. I didn't flick it, so there's a little bit of tip texture. Made a really pretty yarn. Just kind of trying it out. And I've got some bats from her. We got a nice sunny day today. So I'm gonna go head back in the house, cool off a little bit. Hope you enjoyed spending time with the sheep out on the pasture. My live feeds on Fridays are probably gonna have to stop for a bit because the sheep aren't normally in the barn during the noon live feed. So we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll start them up, and if there's nobody around, I'll just say there's nobody around and we can catch up the next time. All right, you guys, thanks very much. We'll see you next week.